Hello, I am Dr. Aishwarya from Dr. Mommies channel. Dr. Mommies channel is a dedicated space for women's and children's healthcare. Here, myself, Dr. Aishwarya, gynecologist and fertility specialist, and Dr. Abinaya, a pediatrician and allergy specialist, have been sharing a lot of good information, predominantly in Tamil. But however, because this video would be useful to a larger audience, we thought we'd make this in English as well. In this video, I would like to share my breast pumping journey and how to choose a breast pump, in which cases you have to pump over direct breastfeeding, how a breast pumping journey can be made easy with the things, and how to sterilize the pump parts. So, and Dr. Abinaya in the second part would be talking on the storage of breast milk and some problems that can happen with while pumping breast milk for a child. So let's go into the video. So number one, why choose breast pumping over breastfeeding? The answer is simple. It can be a choice or it can be a compulsion. Like some cases where the baby is born a little early and the baby is separated from the mother in the intensive care, the mother has to pump and give it to the baby. Or in case of a working mother, the mother has to pump and go to work, or pump during work and come back and give it to the baby. This is the most important reason, and I am going to talk in detail only about that. And number two, it can also be like the baby can have some latching problems. The baby can have feeding issues. The baby cannot completely latch and completely suck all the milk, so that we have to give an expressed breast milk over the direct feeding also. So, how to choose a breast pump? So, there are only two varieties of breast pump that I am going to discuss. One is the manual and second one is the electric. Depends on what is your goal of breastfeeding and breast pumping. If you are a working mom and very serious about your breastfeeding, then go for an electric pump. In my case, I went for a double electric pump and I have a Medela Swing Maxi. It is very, very useful because it helps me pump and store the breast milk while I am away from the baby, and also helps me pump during my work, and I bring it back to the baby when I come back home. And yes, it is a little expensive, but it can be an investment for your baby. If you're not able to really afford the double electric pump, at least go for a single electric pump, because the electric pumps have a better suction pressure and the motor gives you a better emptying of the breast when compared to a manual pump. But if you are thinking there are available, the electric pumps are available in the market for 3,000 to 4,000, can I purchase them? I personally use them. They are not at all good. Why? Because most of the electric pumps, except Medela and Spectra, I am very particular about the brand here because it's not any sponsored post, but it is the experience of so many mothers that the cheaper varieties of the electric breast pump, they do not have various flange sizes. The flange is a part in the breast pump which is extremely important to have a correct fit over your breast and the nipple, and it helps in expressing the breast milk. So if you do not have a correct fitting size, your journey will not be complete. The milk will be very less, or it will be a very, very painful expression. So you will leave the breast pumping totally. So this is mainly due to faulty pumps. So go for a Medela or Spectra pump. This is my suggestion, my personal suggestion, and also it's a suggestion of many women who have done this breastfeeding journey. Why not go for a manual which is way cheaper? Medela manual pump is very good because it has a massage mode and it also has a expression mode, but it is about expressing it with your hand, and it may take a long time for some women. Some women feel very tired by the time they express the breast milk. So if you are a working mom, go for an electric pump. This is my judgment. 5 breast pumping tips for mommies. 1. Choose your pump wisely. As I told, go back in the video and see what I have told. Electric pump always over a manual pump. Double over a single. If you have the time, you can go for a single. Number 2. Pump frequently if you are an exclusive breastfeeder. In case you have started it very early in the breastfeeding journey, like immediately after the baby is born, think of your pump as a newborn. Pump as frequently as the newborn would need, like every 2 hours or every 1 hour, depending on the needs. Slowly you can cut it down to 4 hours and then 6 hours and so on. So this can be done after maybe 4 months or 5 months of your breastfeeding journey. Number 3, the size is very important. So choose a correct fitting flange. Always have a carrier, thermostat carrier with an ice-lined bag to carry the milk back home. I will also explain to you in the parts needed. Number 5, if you are resuming work, start how to train your baby for breast pumping 2 weeks before you join back work. Start pumping, giving it to your partner, give it to your parents or in-laws, whoever is there at your home, and then see how much you make in each pumping session, how much your baby takes in each feed, and you can put a schedule accordingly. This will be an easy way to make a schedule yourself. Now I'll explain about the pump that I have, that is a Medela double swing maxi double electric pump. So these are the parts of the pump. The most important part is the flange, which people underestimate. This will vary from one woman to another woman, the nipple size. So usually the size of 21 will be good for most Indian women. The other sizes are 24 or 18, depending on your size. You can choose it. If you're not able to choose, go and consult a lactational professional or a pediatrician. Then these are the other parts. All of them are detachable and they can be cleaned. So this is the bottle in which the breast pump comes and falls. It has a lid and it can be covered, and then it can be directly stored, or the milk can be transferred into a storage bag and then stored. This is the motor of Medela swing. This has an on button and on-off button. This is the massage mode or the expression mode. This is the increase in the pressure or decrease in the pump pressure. Depending on your needs, you can increase or decrease. The pressure is unique for each and every woman in each and every breast. So you can choose it depending on how much maximum you can tolerate. Whatever is painful is not correct amount of pressure. So you have to keep it optimal. This is rechargeable and it has an adapter. Then this is the tubing that is there. This is given with all the pumps. This tube, water should not go inside the tube. It has 2 wires to connect to both of the bottles. This is a double electric pump. So this goes into the machine. This one is a very unique thing which I purchased. So this is an insulated box which is available easily in Amazon for around 1,000 rupees. So here I have lined this with ice liners, ice packs. So this is also available in the pharmacies. So what I do is pump my milk, bring it in a bottle, and then bring it in the insulated box. So this is a very, very good investment. Many women actually come home within 2 to 3 hours. By the time they come, the milk may get spoiled, so they have to run and come. Instead of that, if in case they carry this insulated box, it's very easy to carry and very stress free, because you have invested a lot of time in pumping your milk. Now coming to sterilization. So this is the sterilizing cleansing agent I purchased. Mimi is a very good cleansing agent. You can use even your normal soap and water. But however, these are gentle cleansers, so go away from the parts very quickly. This can be used for the bottles also. Also, I purchased the brush to clean. So this brush can be used to clean the bottles, and this one can be used to clean the nipple and the flanges. So purchase all these things to make your parts very sterile. You should also how to sterilize the parts. That is, you can use these sterilizers, and then in case you are using a sterilizer, electric sterilizer, you can put the parts separately and sterilize them. Otherwise, put it into boiling water for 5 minutes. So that's how your pump is sterilized. You need not sterilize every time you pump. You can sterilize at least once a day. That is what the guidelines say. I hope this video was useful. You see the part 2 to have a better understanding of breast pumping, and ask for any doubts in the comment section below. Thank you.